All right, back again with our Thursday night tailgate, joined this week by Will Patterson of Lawrence Central. The Bears off to a 3-3 start. I know not the week you guys wanted to have last week, Will. You lost to Center Grove 36-0, but you had a couple of, even your losses this year, you've been very competitive. Losses to LN, Warren Central. So you're right in those games. How do you kind of get ready for this week after a loss like that when you had Friday?
We got to find some rhythm on offense. It's going to be important to get our guys going early, the people we want to get the ball to, and defensively we didn't play terrible. I know that see 36-0 and just assume that defense played bad, but we didn't play well on special teams at all. Offensively, we didn't find a rhythm last game, so. Defensively, like we started, I think out of our 12 drives, we started in the plus territory 6 times. A couple of those, we held them to field goals. I think they kicked a 51-yard field goal, 41-yard field goal. So, for us, defensively, those are wins. And I tell the guys all the time, man, don't matter where they put the ball down. Just put it down so we can play. And we got to get stopped. So, we're looking forward to getting back to being in sync this week. I think we had some weeks that we played really well together, and a couple games that we lost against Lawrence North, against Warren. I mean, it's just a small detail in those games that keep us out of those games. I think we were tied with Warren going into the fourth, and LN. I mean, obviously we tied it up there late at the end, and. We had a couple of key players go down that didn't help us in our last moments against that game. So, those opportunities come around again, we'll be ready. But, we've done a good job of learning kind of from the things that just the trials, if you will, of the season. So, this group, man, I'm excited about. Talent-wise, it's not popping off the page like normal, but this is the most cohesive team that I've had. Like, they love each other. They play for each other. The brotherhood is just different than what it's been in the past. And a lot of it is just a tribute to our senior class. Guys like Albert Gooden. Santana Allen's been a huge boost to us, just in not only just as a quarterback, but those guys love him. They've been playing together forever, since 6th grade. So to get him back and him kind of leading the charge on offense it's been refreshing for everybody.
And LC plays North Central this week. What do you see out of that? That's a team, I know you've had a chance to look at them and kind of see what they've done this year. It looks like they've, they ran into some tough teams, obviously, but got that losing streak off their back and, got another win now. So it looks like their offense is a lot more explosive, I would say, than it's been in recent years.
Yeah, and they North Central's always had good players. It just kind of matter how it's put together. You can tell the difference in coaching. And just the schematical stuff is different. And kudos to Colin. He's doing a great job of building that thing and trying to do it the right way. But they've always had talent in every spot. It's just a matter of how they put it together and how they display on game day. So we're looking forward to the challenge. I know they got a lot of stuff going on the day of our game, and I think senior night and homecoming, all that good stuff. So our kids, we kind of take it personal for that stuff, as I'm sure everybody would. But we'll be ready for that game.
Well, Kyle Nedrip again here with Will Patterson. Will, wanted to ask you about, you've been here 6 years now. You coached at Tech for a couple of years before that. You played at IU, as you're a captain and a linebacker there. But when did coaching become something that you maybe thought you wanted to do, or what influences did you have maybe to help you get started on that path?
That's sorry, a longer answer than you got time for, but ultimately, you come to a point in life where you figure out what you're designed to do, and I always thought that I was purposed to play, just from the joy and I guess camaraderie you get from your family and from fans, and just people that you had no idea knew who you were. Just what you bring to them as a player, and your time playing, like it was what I thought I was supposed to be doing, and I realized at one point that I got more joy out of teaching people the game of football and just giving back the gift of football that it was given to me. So. Once I realized that, it fell. Coaching was the obvious answer. So I got into it, fell in love with it. I got to coach with Steve Tutsy and Jed Richmond. That was probably my first real coaching experience. I had some good players like Darren Kirkland and Brandon Lee that I got to start my career with. So it just really kind of took off from there. And now to be in the role that I'm in, I'm always grateful for how it played out and just the benefit to be able to pour back into these guys.
And the continuity you have here, I mean, how much does that help? You mentioned we're going to talk to Albert Gooden here in a minute, but the continuity you've had here, how much does that maybe contribute to what you said at the beginning about having a group that's cohesive and maybe they just understand what it takes to play for you and your staff? Yeah,
super important. We do have great kids here. It should be more. Just how how high school football is going now is kind of trying to mimic college, which I don't know if it's great for our kids or and trying to build a community of football, especially in Marion County. It seems to be more transient than your suburban schools that we play. It's we got great kids here. It's always talent here, especially here at LC. But obviously just building the base and trying to establish something is becoming tougher just because of the world that is high school football now and youth league football now. So for us here, we try to pour into our middle school. When we got guys in the community that can reach out and be a part of youth league stuff, we try to pull them in and teach them how we would teach our high school kids. I think that's been super beneficial, just doing camps and just being present at those places where we can show people what we're really about. And I think just the products that we put out in players it speaks volumes. It's years that we've had that not everybody looks at the wins and says that's the deciding factor, but some years that we haven't had a winning season, we put out the most D1 kids. Mm-hmm. Like that's not happenstance. It's just kind of from the farm and system that we create to help our kids be successful on and off the field. We're very intentional about being able to put our kids in a space where they can be seen and be able to dream chase. Everybody's not going to go D1. They all know that. But I tell the kids all the time, like, if you want to use football as a vehicle, as a tool to be successful after high school, just buy into what I'm telling you to do because it's an avenue out there for everybody to play in. So we really hit that hard.
And I should mention, too, you came from Lawrence Township. You played at LN, so obviously a lot of familiarity with Lawrence Township schools, and you've been around for a long time,
yeah.
Either as a student and a player or a coach now. But looking ahead to these last 3 weeks, Will, you've got 3 weeks to kind of get ready for the sectional, then a week off, the bye week for everybody, and then you get started playing again. You got LN, you got Decatur, which is kind of weird that they're in there now, flipping spots with Cathedral, and then North Central as well. But how do you kind of assess that sectional down the road, and where do you going to see you guys fitting in there?
We don't put a lot of thought into it. It's going to be whatever IHSA wants it to be. We joke about it all the time, but it is what it is. 3 great teams, a lot of tradition for a couple of those programs, and the reality is just we got to finish strong. These last 3 games, I think that uses as a springboard to get into the playoffs. Obviously, get some guys healthy and get them back. We've been fighting the injury bug here lately, but it'll be a great opportunity for us, especially how stuff is positioned in sectional. So we're always up for the challenge, and our kids, having that bye week is interesting, but. Again, it's another opportunity for us to get healthy and progress forward.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Again, Will Patterson, Lawrence Central coach for the last 6 years now. The Bears 3-3 heading into North Central this week, and we'll be right back with the player interview. Thanks, Will.
Thank you.
All right, now joined by a senior on the football team, Albert Gooden III, and I know your grandpa really. I covered Lawrence Central's teams when he first got here, and then for a few years. Very enjoyable covering your grandpa. I wanted to start there with you because I see him out at games now, and he's he's watching you play and enjoying being a grandfather. But what's your relationship like with him?
Our relationship is great. I mean, I go over there almost every day, talk to him. He checks in on me, how I'm doing, how my grades are. Yeah, our relationship is great. That's my world, man. I love my grandpa.
And your grandma would be there. One of the games she was videotaping. He put her to work recording the games. But I know she's a big part of obviously his success, and he bragged on her too a lot. But how important is it to have that family aspect for you?
It's very important to have family behind me. Like, they support me in everything I do, and that's by like paying for everything. Sometimes I probably don't have a ride. Parents can't take me everywhere, so I probably call my grandpa or grandma, can I get a ride? Yeah. So family is important to me. They do a great job in supporting me, so I gotta thank them in that.
And Albert plays both football and basketball here at LC. Growing up, was there a sport that you liked more than one or the other?
Growing up, nah, it was all kind of the same. As long as I'm playing, I'm good. Yeah. So, but I did start playing basketball first. I got into basketball first, I would say. Then as the basketball started going, I started liking football more. Mm-hmm. So I like to hit people. So that's why I tell my dad I just like to hit. So as I started getting older with football started. I started developing more in football aspects. So that's what I just rocked with football.
And your dad has coached you along the way as well. I know. What's your relationship like with him as a player coach and father son?
As player coach, I would say he tells me what I need, and I go get it. Mm-hmm. Like he wouldn't steer me in the wrong direction. He just keeps it 100 with me. Mm-hmm. He tells me what I need to be seeing, like what I did wrong on this play, and the next play, how can we get it better? So he does a good job in leading me that way. As a father-son, I say he does a great job in I say as a mentor. Like he's a good person I can look up to. Like he told me like he made all the mistakes for me so I don't have to make them. So with that's told me like he already done it for me. All I got to do is just listen to him and do what I need to do so I can be successful and make him happy one day.
Well, that's what every parent wants to hear, I can tell you that. Again, here with Al Gooden at LC, and you look at your team this year, I wanted to ask you, you're 3-3, you're playing running back, your guys play defense as well.
Yeah.
What do you see out of this group? I mean, where do you feel like you guys can go here the rest of the year? How do you feel like the season's gone so far, too?
I know there's some losses in there that I think we should have never lost, but it all comes back to us. How bad do we want it? So we did pretty good so far, I'd say. Like playing team ball, we play hard for each other, and that's what I try to emphasize to them. Like, don't come apart when things get bad, things start get tough. We're down 14-0. Don't tear apart. Come together, because that's what's going to make us come back. That's what's going to make us, go. So, I just try to tell them, like, teamwork. And as far as we can go, it's going to be off our teamwork.
Are you you've been playing since your freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take a lot of vocal leadership now because
Yes.
you've been around for a while?
Yes.
Yeah.
For out here in football, yes, they do push the more vocal leadership on me. That's for football and basketball too. They want me to be a more vocal because I done been around the block or two. So yeah, they want me to be more vocal.
Well, again, here with Al Gooden at LC, I know you got football practice coming up. I wanted to ask you about, your recruiting. You mentioned before we started recording, you have a visit upcoming. What's kind of and you're definitely going for football
Yes.
in college, but what's kind of the recruiting situation for you right now?
I'm not committed anywhere. I'm still kind of waiting on that right school to come in, but yeah, I'm just waiting, man. Just waiting.
Where have you been, and where are you planning to try to see?
I've been to Toledo. I have an offer from Toledo. I have an offer from Toledo, Kent State, and App State. I've been to Toledo. I've been to Illinois State. I've been to Purdue. I've been to IU. Been to all those schools, but I say my dream school. The dream school that I want to get offered from would be Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Purdue, that'd be my dream school that I'd go to if I got that offer. But yeah.
Any more in this world, you kind of have to sometimes work your way up to that. It's kind of like a transfer portal situation.
Yeah.
Where, recruiting's changed a lot in the last 5 years. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, I know you're in football season now, but you are going to play basketball as a senior, I know, and that's something that's been important to you. What do you see out of that team? I know you haven't started practicing yet since you're in football, but how are the Bears going to be on the court this year?
I'm kind of excited. Yeah, we got some new faces here, and we got my homeboys. Like we came across the street together. Duran and DJ. I done grew up playing with them boys, kinda. So I'm excited to be out there our last year together, us three, us three out there playing together, playing for each other. And yeah, like I said, it's some new faces here, so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for basketball, yeah.
And your role on the team, what do you in basketball, what do you feel like your role is going to be this year?
For basketball, I'd say I'm just going to be a scrappy leader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the one, let's get after it. Let's go beat these guys. And I'm going to be the one out there leading the charge. So, yeah.
And you guys ended up last year having a pretty good season after a tough start and, some different things going on early in the year. Really you guys were playing pretty well by the end of the season last year.
Yeah, we was. We really bought into that teamwork that I've been trying to enforce on these football guys. So, like, if you buy into that teamwork aspect, playing for each other, all going in for one goal, then your season could be very interesting. It could look very different. Yeah.
And lastly, wanted to ask you, with coaching in your family, is that something you see yourself doing down the road, or have you done any of that yet?
I don't know. I just take it one step at a time for now.
Well, you still got your playing days ahead of you still. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what all I'm looking for, playing.
Well, you have North Central this week. I asked Coach Patterson, what do you see what's it going to take for you guys to get a win on Friday night?
Teamwork, for one. We got to all play for each other. We got to come out hard, can't wait around. Can't keep a team like North Central hanging around. We got to put them out early. And, yeah, we got to click on offense. Yeah, I think if we have come out how we expect to come out on offense, then it should be an exciting night.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I'll let you get going to practice here. But again, Albert Gooden III joined me today, and he's playing football, but also will be on the basketball court this season. So best of luck to you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.